welcome to my channel. Today I decided I was going to randomly start a YouTube channel, a beauty channel to be exact. So I thought the first video would be a great way just to kind of introduce the channel and see if this channel is right for you, and just to introduce myself since you're going to be watching my videos. Like I said, this is going to be a beauty channel. I'm going to try to upload as much as I can. If I can try to make a set upload schedule, I will, but my job is constantly changing me on days. Some days I'll have like 3 or 4 days off, and the next day I'm working like 5 days straight, and then only get 1 or 2 days off. So I'll try to post on my days off and anytime I have extra filming time. But today I just thought I'd introduce myself. My name is Madison. I am a 20-year-old beauty lover. I've been doing makeup since I think I was in like 6th grade, with a little dollar store eyeshadow palette and heavy eyeliner and mascara. I'm pretty sure y'all can remember those days. I think I've came a very long way from back in those days. But I am in college. I am a criminal justice major. I'm right now in my, pretty much almost in my junior year. I am studying to be a forensic investigator for the FBI. I want to work in the criminal investigations division. I am a cat mom to one beautiful little cat. You'll probably see him a lot in these videos laying up there, running around or jumping in my lap. He is 2 and his name is Toby. If you want to follow me on social media, you'll definitely see tons of pictures of him and random things. I'll link my social media down below. But today I thought I would do this tag I found on Tumblr. I will definitely link to the post that I got it off of. I think it was called like YouTube tags. This one was called the makeup tag. I thought it would be pretty relevant to do a makeup tag and kind of tell you about what products I like, my skin type, and whatever these questions ask. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So question number 1. How many times do you wash your face? I wash my face twice a day. I usually wash it in the morning before I do my makeup, and I usually wash it as soon as I get off work to get all my makeup off, or before I go to bed. One of those two. Number 2, what skin type do you have? I have combination skin. I usually get really oily in my T-zone. Most of the rest of my face stays pretty normal, but I do get an oily T-zone, and so I have combination skin. Question number 3, what is my current face wash? My current face wash is, please be mine, these are travel sizes. Ipsy sent them to me, and I'm so blessed that they sent those to me because these things are my holy grail, and I've been swearing by these. The first thing is the First Aid Beauty Face Wash. It is the Skin Rescue Dip Cleanser with red clay. It removes excess oils, unclogs pores, and purifies, and this is safe for sensitive skin. I do have sensitive skin. I've always had sensitive skin. Like, little things would cause me to break out in a rash, but it hasn't been too bad lately. So this stuff, I don't know how much it retails for. I will link the stuff website, store, whatever you can order this off of. This stuff is amazing. What I'll do is I'll get a warm or hot rag, and I'll just, a clean one, definitely clean, and wipe my face, like kind of get all my makeup, definitely remove my makeup first, and then wash my face and put this on it. I'll let it sit for a minute, and then I'll get another warm rag and wash it off. Then I'll follow it with this H2O Plus Beauty. This is the Elements Keep It Fresh Face Cleanser, and I'll just kind of put that on there and leave it for about a minute, and then I'll wash it off, and boom, I'm done. So that is that. Like I said, I'll link all the websites where you can order this stuff down below. Question number 4, do you exfoliate? Yes, I use this stuff. I could not find it. I usually exfoliate either once, maybe twice a week if my skin is getting really bad. I cannot remember the name of it. I will link it down in the description box. What's the name of it and where you can find it. It is this charcoal face scrub. What I do is after I do all this stuff that I just showed you, I'll put some of that on, let it sit for a few minutes, just kind of let all the good stuff get into my skin, and then I'll get a rag and wash it off, and my skin feels like baby butt smooth after I do that. Number 6, what moisturizer do you use? I use the, let me find it, it is sitting right here, the Tarte Maracuja Oil. I cannot remember the exact price of this because it's been a while since I picked it up. I usually use this in the winter time when my skin is getting really dry. I usually do it before I go to bed just so all the moisture can get into my skin. If I do it before I do my makeup, it gets really oily because it is an oil. I got the small one because, like I said, I don't use this all the time. But it comes with like a little dropper, and all you do is you just press this little button up here and pick some of it up. I usually either will drop some in my hand if I feel like it, or I'll just drop it on my face, whichever. And it feels really good. My skin is definitely very moisturized, and it feels really nice afterwards. I will link the website to Tarte where you can purchase it. I need to quit saying that after everything, because that's probably getting annoying. Do you have freckles? No. Number 8. Do you use eye cream? I do use eye cream. It's not an everyday thing because I really don't suffer from bags all the time unless like I'm really tired and I've stayed up really late or my eyes are getting puffy. I use the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Cream. This is a small little tub of it because I don't use it all the time. This stuff is amazing. It definitely does help. When I used to have to do 3 a.m. shifts when I was at my old job, I swore by this stuff because I swear by the end of the day or when I came home or the next day, my eyes were so droopy and they just looked terrible. I looked tired, and this stuff makes you look wide awake like you've gotten like 24 hours of sleep. So I definitely recommend it, and it's really nice. It gives like a cooling sensation underneath your eyes. It's wonderful. Did you have acne-prone skin? I don't have acne-prone skin. I did suffer from some acne when I was like in middle school up until about my sophomore year of high school. But I haven't had any issues with breakouts. It wasn't too bad. I was lucky and very fortunate not to have to deal with that. Did you use Proactive? No. What foundation do you use? So I use 2 foundations, one in the summer and one kind of right now. The one I'm using right now is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I'm in the shade NC15. I love this stuff. It is a full coverage matte foundation. This stuff is amazing. I love it. I love it. It helps with oil. Like I said, I have an oily T-zone. I've noticed ever since I've started using it, my oil has definitely not been showing through. It is amazing. The stuff retails for $28. You can find it at any MAC store, and Ulta is now carrying MAC products. That's where I picked it up. And you can always, if you're unsure of your shade, one of the MAC associates should be willing to help you. Mine was wonderful. She sat me down, didn't even take 5 minutes, and she helped me find my shade. Definitely recommend this, but if you're on a budget, the other one I usually use this one in the summer when I'm self-tanning, just because it's a little bit cheaper and I know I'm not going to use it all the time. It is the Maybelline Fit Me in the Matte and Poreless. They do have a dewy smooth formula. I picked up the shade 220. I love this stuff. It is very lightweight, and like I said, the matte one is also very lightweight. You really don't feel it. This one's definitely more medium coverage, and you can build it up to full coverage. It is wonderful. It definitely sits on my skin really nice. Sometimes I do notice, though, by the end of the night, though, it does kind of get in my pores and emphasizes them, and I notice my oil will kind of seep through. But I've definitely been enjoying my MAC one. What concealer do you use? I use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I picked up a shade a little lighter than me to highlight. I'm in this shade. I picked up the shade Bare Neutral. Stuff retails for $23 or $25, one of the two. It is wonderful and it smells really nice. It is definitely a full coverage concealer. I definitely would recommend it for highlighting, and even if you're gonna use it to cover up imperfections, so definitely pick up your shade. The only problem is I did notice it does emphasize some dry spots, so I would be aware of that. But if you want me to do a full demonstration review on it, just let me know. Do you know your undertone? I believe I'm more of like a yellow or neutral undertone. The lady at the MAC counter kind of told me. She really didn't. She just kind of hinted at it. This is more of a yellow undertone foundation if you look at it in person. So I'm assuming I'm yellow undertone. I'm not sure though. What do you think of falsies? I do not wear false lashes. I'm sorry if you see me moving. That was really random. My knee's been hurting me. I don't use false lashes just because I do wear glasses, and I've noticed if they're long enough, they'll start like rubbing on my lenses every time I blink, and it gets annoying. And I'm horrible at putting them on, so I kind of stay away from false lashes. But if you want me to do any looks with false lashes or recommend me to try some, just let me know and I'll use them. Did you know you have to throw away mascara every 3 months? Yes. Do I do it? Sometimes, not all the time. What mascara do you use? So I've been using a deluxe sample of the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash. I am so purchasing the full size. This was sent to me by Ipsy. I love this mascara. Like I said, I don't wear falsies, so I try to find a mascara that really emphasizes my lashes, and that does that in 2 coats. I notice it adds a lot of volume to my lashes. They make my lashes look big and long, and it's amazing. I would recommend this to anybody to pick it up if you can find it at Sephora. I don't know if Ulta carries Makeup Forever, but I know you can find it at Sephora. So speaking of Sephora or MAC. I prefer Sephora. Like I said, I do have a couple MAC products, but but I usually don't go into the MAC store. I literally live by an Ulta that's like 15 minutes away, and they sell MAC products, so I usually pick my MAC products up at Ulta. But if there is anything that Ulta doesn't carry that is exclusive to Sephora, I will go into Sephora, even though it is like 20 miles away from my house. What tools do you use in makeup application? I definitely use my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. If you are looking for a wonderful beauty blender and you don't want to spend $20, I think it's $20 on the beauty blender, I would definitely recommend the the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. It's wonderful. You have a pointy end to get into those areas that are kind of harder to get into, and then you have a big flat end. Definitely recommend it. You can find it at any drugstore pretty much. I definitely swear, these are my two face brushes that I usually swear by. My Luxie 514 blush brush and my Crown contouring brush. Yes, they're a little bit bent because they were sitting weird in my makeup bag. Don't ever do that. For highlighting, I usually use my Bogacci illuminating brush. To apply powder, I use a Bare Minerals Kabuki brush. And my two favorite eyeshadow brushes, clearly I use a lot more, but these are my two Holy Grail ones, are my two Royal Langnickel ones. I have the Angled Shader and the Precision Shader. Really nice and soft, and that they make up just the eyeshadow on really nicely, and you don't have to just even use them for eyeshadow. One of them is big enough to do nose contouring. I don't contour my nose just because I wear glasses and it rubs off by 10 minutes. Do you use eye primer or base? Yes, I do use eye primer, and where did it go? Oh, right here. As you can see, I'm very unorganized, and I'm pretty sure it'll get better as I progress in YouTube. So this is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I swear by this. This is the anti-aging formula. It is $12 at Sephora. I love this stuff. I don't know about any anti-aging benefits. I haven't seen any. I really don't pay attention. This stuff is amazing. It's not like your normal primer potion if you've used the primer potion like the one in Eden and stuff like that. This one has the squeezy tube. I love it. I'm definitely purchasing it again. Plus, it's only $12 versus like $25. And it works just as good. It's sticky. My eyeshadow looks actually a lot more pigmented. I've actually done a comparison in a swatch. I put a little bit on the back of my hand and swatched to an eyeshadow, and I can definitely see a difference in pigmentation. My eyeshadow stays put all day. I recommend it. And usually for a base, I usually use my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. Primer for the face. Yes, I do use face primer. I'm pretty sure a lot of makeup gurus use face primer. I usually go in with my Hard Candy Sheer Envy primer to put in my oily spots, and then I'll go in with some MAC Fix Plus and spritz it all over my face to lock in moisture. And I have all my questions on here, so if you see me like holding a piece of paper, that's why. My favorite eyeshadow. So I'm an eyeshadow junkie, so I have a couple eyeshadows down here. A lot of my eyeshadows are in palettes. I do have some singles, and if you're interested in that, I can show you my eyeshadow singles in another video. My two favorite high-end palettes right now are the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. As you can see, it's very loved on and very loved on inside. Love this. I love warm tone eyeshadows. So a lot of my eyeshadows will be warm tone, but I do experiment with cool tones and more pops of color as well. I love the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. It's amazing. It's on my eyes today. I don't know if you can tell with my glasses being in the way. Yeah, it's on my eyes today. Love it, love it, love it. It's very loved on right now. But for drugstore, my favorite one, and kind of steers away from the warm tone, and a lot of people didn't like it, but I love it, is the Maybelline 24K Nudes palette. I love gold eyeshadows. Like, this gold is amazing. I'm going to do a little swatcheroo for you. I don't know if you can see that with the lighting in here. I love it, and I love that gold shade. Some of the shades in here are hit or miss. You got to be aware of that. I will link prices down below. I know for a fact the Naked Heat is $54 and the Modern Renaissance is $42. And I believe this was $9.99 at Walmart. Do you use pencil or liquid eyeliner? Liquid eyeliner isn't a necessity every day. Some days if I'm feeling a little feisty and want to take the look to the next level, I will put liquid liner on. I have so many liquid liners that I bounce around, so I didn't want to show you all of them because I have so many. But my favorite pencil eyeliner right now is the Ciate London Wonder Wand. You have like a little smudger end. I don't use it. And then it's like a pencil gel kohl liner in black. I love it. It's in my waterline today. Really nice. It glides on perfect, not too rough, doesn't tug. It feels nice. How often do you poke your eye with liner? I did yesterday, so it's very common for me to poke myself. And you'll probably see me poke myself in a lot of videos. What do you think of pigmented eyeshadow pigments? I like eyeshadow pigments. I like pressed pigments. If you have the hold on one second. Let me grab it. Sorry about that. I did not grab what I was going to show you. If you have the Subculture palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, you'll notice definitely a big difference in pigmentation and stuff like that. This is what it looks like. It is because these are pressed pigments, so they're definitely going to be harder to blend, but they're definitely packed full of pigment, and I love a pigmented eyeshadow. So I like eyeshadow pigments. Or if they're talking about loose pigments, I like this too. I just don't own as many, don't use them as often, but they're nice. Do you use mineral makeup? I do not use mineral makeup. I do own two things by Bare Minerals. I have one of their brushes and I have one of their loose eyeshadows. Other than that, I don't think I use mineral makeup. My favorite lipstick. So I use a lot of drugstore lipsticks and I use some high-end lipsticks. I do like my Tarteist lip paints. I forgot to grab them. Don't feel like grabbing them. But for drugstore purposes, I have this one on my lips today. It is the NYX Liquid Suede in Cherry Skies, and I have like 3 other ones of different colors. And I also like NYX's Liquid Lingeries, and this is in the shade Bedtime Flirt. This is usually my go-to next to my Tarte lip paints. How about lip gloss? I'm not a big lip gloss fan. The only one I really own is I have a Tarte lip duo and that I picked up during 21 Days of Beauty that I use sometimes, but I'm not a big fan of lip gloss because to me it doesn't stay on my lips. Like as soon as I eat, it's gone or in a giant ball on my lip, and it just looks gross and doesn't feel nice. So I don't really like it. My favorite blush. I got this in my Sephora gift. This is the Tarte Blush in Party. I love this blush. I'm wearing it today. I use it every single day. I love it. I love it. I love it. It gives a nice flush of color. Where do you buy your makeup? I usually get my makeup either for drugstore. Sometimes I'll pick it up at Ulta. I usually am in Ulta almost once a week picking up new things. So you're going to be seeing a lot of new things in my videos every day, pretty much. CVS, sometimes Walmart, sometimes Target. Sometimes if I don't feel like getting out of my PJs and want to leave the house, I'll order off Sephora and Ulta on the website. So usually Sephora, Ulta, CVS, Target, your typical places. Do you like drugstore makeup? Yes, I do. I love drugstore makeup. That is actually where I started off at, was drugstore makeup. So I have a lot of drugstore makeup. I have a good bit of high-end. I have more drugstore than high-end. But I do love drugstore makeup, and there's nothing wrong with using drugstore makeup. I feel you can get just as good of a look when using drugstore makeup. I'll try to use as much drugstore makeup as I can. If you want me to do full face of drugstore, I can. I do love drugstore makeup. Did you ever take makeup classes? I thought about it, but I just don't have the time right now. I am kind of a self-taught person. I learned from YouTube. Are you clumsy putting makeup on? Yes. If I am in a hurry, I one time forgot to dust my bake off. As soon as I got to work, I noticed when I got out of the car that when I was looking in the mirror that I still had my bake on. If you don't know what baking the face is, I will do a tutorial on how I bake my face. I was like, oh my god, I forgot to dust my bake. I do not know how I managed to walk out of the house with it on, but I did. Do you like colorful or neutral makeup? I like both. I'm more lean towards the neutral side just because my work really doesn't like bright colors, make anything obnoxious. But I do like to experiment with pops of color. I have picked up some colorful eyeshadow palettes. If you ever want me to do a colorful look, just let me know and I'd be more than happy to. Makeup crime you hate. So my sister is in high school and I usually have to pick her up, and I will see these girls. Literally, it looks like they put 5 layers of foundation on. I'm sorry if you cake your makeup on, but these girls literally, you know, they use 2 shades too dark for them, and then you can see the line where it ends, and it's so dark, it looks bad. So cakey makeup really bothers me. Maybe I shouldn't be speaking because I don't know if my makeup looks cakey or not. If it does, I'm guilty of it too. Best celebrity with makeup? I really don't know. I really don't pay attention to the media that much. I mean, like, celebrities and stuff like that. I like Rachel McAdams' makeup. I love Rachel McAdams. If she sees this, love you. If you had to leave the house with one makeup item, what is it? Mascara. Could you leave the house with no makeup? I have. Sorry if you've seen me in public without any makeup. I'm sorry. But yes, I have. Do you look good without makeup? I mean, I'm happy without no makeup on. It took me a while to love myself without makeup on. It definitely took years and years to get comfortable in my own skin. And I'm happy to say I'm definitely a lot more comfortable in my skin than I was like 3 or 4 years ago. So yes, I do think I look okay without makeup on. Last question, what do you think of makeup? I adore makeup. I think to me it is kind of an outlet to like let myself go. Like with school, bills, everything just coming at me at once. It's definitely great. This is my outlet. I feel like once I pick up a makeup brush, it feels like the rest of the world is shut down. And it's a great way for me to unleash my creativity, and I love it. It is, some people, I hate it when people say, I've had people at work tell me you would look great without makeup on. Thank you, yes, I would. But to me, it's like an art form. Like, you can express yourself. Like, some artists express themselves on the canvas, like on paper or on those canvas thingies. Painters express themselves through paint. I express myself through eyeshadow and foundation. So I adore makeup, and I definitely suggest, if anybody, makeup's for everyone. Like, there's no set rules. And I think it's just a wonderful way for me to unleash and let myself go. So yeah, that was the last question. I will definitely link the tag below if you're interested. I'll definitely be linking all my social media accounts down below. So hit the follow button, friend button, whatever button. And definitely give me a like or comment down below anything you want me to try or do. And if you have any nice comments, I will be deleting any hateful comments. And definitely subscribe to my channel. It would definitely appreciate. This is definitely a new small channel. And come join my makeup family and we can all be friends. So thank you for watching, and everybody have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are.